back, get Golden healthy, get Savion back in the fold, get that heavy rotation of those wide receivers in and out. Christian Watson continuing to do what he's doing. But yeah, Wicks, you're spot on there, man. With this version of Wicks, this team can be deadly. Thank you for that super chat. Tim, give me that Turkey Day screenshot if you don't mind. And here we go. This is the TV call from the Jordan Love to Dontayvion Wicks, 4-6. Man, you could tell he's been working on those hands. Let's hear Tom Brady and whoever that other guy was. Who was the other guy, Tim? I'm trying to remember, man.
Kevin Burkhardt.
Kevin Burkhardt. There you go. Here we go. Here they were with the call on this touchdown catch.
Love looking, floating for the corner. Wicks, he is
absolute dime piece, too, boys. I mean, a dime piece. You could not have thrown that ball any better. You could drop that down now, Tim. I want to put Wendell's tweet up here. Wendell Ferreira over on X put this tweet up and said, seriously, you want to complain about the false start? Correct. You don't want to mention the DPIs and the fake illegal use of hands? Okay, that's being a fan. But saying this was not a catch is complete insanity. You could see the screen grab. The ball is in Wicks's hands. Right foot's already down. Obviously, he gets the left foot down. Right. This was a touchdown catch. Now, the ball, did it move a little bit as he's going to the ground? We've seen this 1,000 times. I don't like the way the rules are. I've been very, very vocal that I think the ball should not be allowed to move, but the rules are the rules. And I'm telling you, every week we see somebody get awarded a catch and the ball's slightly shifting or they're putting it in another hand as they're getting the second foot down. So it was a hell of a throw. I mean, look at that throw, Tim. Yep. Like, seriously. You maybe a little, just 6 inches outside, but other than that, you can't throw it any better. And Wicks just making a great contested catch, gets his ankle rolled up a little bit, didn't stop him, came right back into the game. What'd you think of that grab right there, man? And that was Eli Berkovitz, by the way, that put the second tweet out that Wendell quote tweeted there.
Yeah, Book of Eli. Make sure you follow him on X too. Great follow. Yeah, Tay Wicks playing big boy football right there, and one of several absolute dime throws from Jordan Love in this ball game. Chalk Talk is going to be fun watching him just carve up Detroit. But I love it, man. Tay Wicks, the hands, we talked about the drop issues last year, and I don't know if anybody worked harder in the offseason to get right than Dontayvion Wicks, honestly. And you see it now. He's only had a couple drops this year and absolute clutch catches when you need it the most. And then, yeah, the toe drag swag and the footwork to follow it. You got a quarterback that can drop that ball in between coverage like that and trust your receiver to go get it. I mean, we are poised for a playoff push with this type of lineup. So, yeah, you got to tip your cap to Tay Wicks, man. Extremely impressed. I think, based on what we saw during the offseason, I think Tay Wicks and Carrington Valentine probably put in the most personal time and work, other than Christian Watson working on that rehab. But can't say enough about it. Hard work pays off, right? I mean, you talked about Tay Wicks looking like he added maybe 10 pounds of muscle. Looks like he's more, physically cut and stronger, just as fast. And then now the hands are there. I mean, what a great catch.
Yeah.
That back shoulder that Jordan threw him open on also was incredible catch. Played a really good game. Probably his best game of the year for sure. No doubt.
Yeah. Doug in the chat says Lion fans losing their mind on X couldn't happen to a better, worse fan base. Yeah. And again, they talked so much trash, so much. There's so many receipts out there. It is unbelievable. It's been a blast on social media the last 12 hours or so, it seems like. At least I know I went to bed grinning like a possum in a dumpster, and I woke up grinning. As soon as I was like, yeah, that really happened. Those poor Lion fans are still out there. So it's just what an awesome game to watch. All right, keeping the theme here with Dontayvion, or as Emilio calls him, Dontayvion Wicks. Here was another touchdown catch. This was an RPO from Jordan to Dontayvion Wicks. And what they've got here, actually, let me drop that down for just a second so you can kind of see it here a little bit. What they've got is that bunch left, and that's a bunch trips left look, okay? So your nub right on the right side, just a tight end. So this is a 3-by-1 set with the tight end attached on the other side. I mean, you can run the ball here or you can pass it. Notice the hat count up top. You've got two guys outside. That inside third defender, it's going to be hard to get to Wicks, who's lined up in the 3. If you throw a bubble out there or a smoke route, right? And that's exactly kind of what they do. They let him get outside on a bubble or a flat out of the RPO run pass option, so you can hand the ball off if you want. They like their hat count outside. Jordan said, let's just go ahead and pick up a tutter here. So let's listen to the TV call on this. Again, this is the Jordan Love touchdown pass to Dontayvion Wicks on the RPO.
Someone wide open. On the fake, Love throwing it. Wicks makes a catch. Lunging. He's in. Number 2 for Wicks and another one for Green Bay.
So another one of those, Tim, great hands catch. And then great body control by Dontayvion Wicks, where he catches the football. And they said a play fake. It technically is a play fake because Jordan puts the ball in the belly like he's going to hand it off, and he looks at that hat count and just slings it out there to Wicks. But Wicks, to be able to catch the ball, get possession, turn, get the ball over the pylon, and maintain possession, not fumble it through the end zone that you see every week. Man, what a phenomenal play, dude. So now you've seen, Tim, the previous, touchdown. What did you see? It was almost like a hole shot, right? Yep. Perfect throw by Jordan. Catches it, takes a lick, gets both feet in bounds, maintains possession. Then you see him on a quick pass RPO, a little bit of rack to get into the end zone for the touchdown. You're checking all the boxes, man, with Wicks. You really are. It's
like Jordan said in one of his post-game interviews, we knew they were going to play a lot of man. We knew what they were going to try and do, and we were ready for it. And great execution. And what can you say about Tay Wicks that we haven't already said, man? The hands are definitely stronger than they were last season, no doubt. That is no joke. Like you said, having to control your body, keep yourself in bounds, break the plane at the goal line, and keep possession. That's it's not an easy task when you've got defenders bearing down on you. So again, tip your cap to Tay Wicks. Incredible play.
Yeah, Mike Witt with the super chat says, I think the worst call was the ridiculous PI call on 25 on Detroit's last possession. The wide receiver plows into him, and they call it on Nixon. What a joke. So true. Right. And again, that was the one where I'm like, okay, I've had enough of this. Like the fact that you did not call the pass interference with Christian Watson going up to catch it, and the guy grabs his left arm and pulls it back down to where he can't even use both hands to try to catch the ball. No pass interference. A receiver runs straight into Keyshawn Nixon, and they call illegal contact or whatever it was, PI. I'm not sure exactly what the call was.
That's what I was saying last night. Like, just be consistent.
Right.
Okay, you missed the call on Scoot, then you better not call that on Keyshawn, man. Just let it be a no call, both sides.
Yeah, completely agree, man. Completely agree. Thank you for the super chat there. Appreciate you, buddy. Mike, thank you. And then Nick McSwain in the chat says, Lions fans been saying, just wait till Thanksgiving since week 1. LMAO. It's so cool.
Belt to ass. Shut up.
Breaking it back out. I'm telling you. All right, next play. So when the game's on the line, think player, not play, right? That's Pat Kerwin, 101. That's take your eye off the ball. This next broadcast call here is game on the line, right? This is a 4th down pass. You decide to go for it on 4th down. LaFleur did. We'll talk about LaFleur here in a second. He's coming up next. And then, of course, who do you look for, Tim? You look for Dontayvion Wicks. And just so happens he caught this ball on Brian Branch, too, which makes it so much sweeter.
So much sweeter.
Here we go. Here is the call. Them looking back at the replay, I believe. Tom Brady on the call with Fox NFL.
But Wicks with Branch right in his hip pocket. You cannot be any tighter than that. And Love feels the heat of Aleem McNeil. What a catch to seal the game. Hanging in the pocket. Good for them. Going on the road. Tough environment. Huge game. Answer the bell. Back foot.
Again, we'll talk Matt LaFleur here in a minute. Let's stick on Wicks for a second. So hard not to mention Matt LaFleur because, golly, what a hell of a play call there. And again, man, you talking about it on 3rd down, then 4th down, and just continuing to decide to pass the ball. Look at this shot right here, guys.
Look at that.
I mean, how about these hands?
So I had to pull out the quote. Remember when Brian Branch said earlier in the season, I just felt like they were bullying me out there, crying and everything after he basically walked over and sucker punched somebody and then blamed them, said they were bullying him, right? So I had to throw the quote out there. But, Tim, that catch, man. I mean, seriously, he got a guy, looks like he's getting shanked in the throat, right?
Yep.
And here you got Wicks, diamond pattern, everything you're taught. I mean, look at this cat back here. You think he ain't impressed? That guy's got a family, and I guarantee you they don't appreciate the side profile, do they, Tim? That's just not a good look.
We need a defensive tackle, man. Maybe that guy's available.
See if he can play the one tech for us, right? The Lions fan here, too, is just hilarious. Look at my guy. He's like, what the hell? Are you serious right now?
Go back to where you belong, towards the bottom of the division.
Yeah. and then you'll go put the paper bags back over your heads,
Yep.
and
Your attendance will be back to 12,000 people per game. Yep,
yeah,
no problem.
Exactly. Which, by the way, shout out to Stick Radio. If you guys don't know who that is, he's with the Woodward Network. Over
Have we located him? Is he well and okay?
Last I checked him, he hadn't tweeted in 3 days. This is the guy that talked more trash than any Lions fan. And boy, oh boy, is he getting ratio right now. I went back and pulled that original tweet that we posted earlier in the year. I was going to show it today, and I'm like, we've seen it enough. It was him talking trash, talking about all the faults that the Packers have. And I just spliced in everything disproving what he said was inaccurate. Their DBs are banged up. We get an interception. Jordan Love's trash. Jordan Love touchdown from the first game. We could have done it again yesterday. But again, shout out to Stick Radio, man. Where you at, Bob? We miss you. We're worried about you. Okay, we need to get you back on socials there. So, but yeah, again, Dontayvion Wicks, man, phenomenal day. Anything else you want to add to the Wicks talk before we move on to some Matt LaFleur hanging them out there, Tim?
Yeah, I see. He lost his shoe on that play too. Did he run right out of his shoe on that
Wicks
last
did?
catch? I think so. Or it was either Wicks or Branch. Maybe he ran Branch out of his shoe or something.
I didn't even know he lost his shoe. That makes it even better, dude.
Yeah, that was incredible. But yeah, no, you got to credit good old Tupac LaFleur. Balls of steel there on that call, especially after not getting it on third. To go ahead and go for it on fourth and ice the game. Absolutely clutch. I love that he took a page out of Dan Campbell's book and gave him a taste of his own medicine in his own building. Love it.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you guys are watching this video back later, let us know what you think of Tay Wicks. Do you think he's got what it takes to step up and maybe be the number 2 wide receiver in this offense? Maybe he can be the number 1. Maybe he takes that kind of leap. There was nobody expecting Devontae Adams to be the number 1 his second or third year in the league, right? Let us know in the comments what you think. Let us know how you feel about this offense, how you feel about the receiving core in general. And also make sure you hit subscribe and click that bell icon so you're notified when we go live here in the future. All right.